and welcome to Oxfordshire Minds Yoga and Wellbeing Sessions with me, NJ Gregg. Today we're doing a bit of an energising flow. I know that personally I'm finding it really difficult to find the motivation to hop on my mat. So we're going to start nice and slow and build a little bit of heat in the body, get that energy going, and hopefully it will set you up for the rest of your day. So we're going to start in Shavasana, which is basically lying down. Yes. Okay, so you're coming down to your mat, however way is most comfortable for you. Okay, legs out nice and wide, palms facing up, or if that feels a little bit uncomfortable, you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat and allow the knees to drop towards one another. And I invite you to close off the eyes, or if that doesn't feel great, you can perhaps just soften the gaze here. And we're just going to spend a few moments here, just having a little bit of a check-in, and perhaps identifying any areas that we might be holding a little bit of tension or might be feeling a bit sticky. And then with each exhale, just imagining that that tension is kind of dissolving and melting into the mat away from the body. So we're creating a little bit more space here. And then perhaps we start to deepen the breath. So we're elongating the inhale in through the nose as we fill up. And exhale through the nose as we release. And finding a nice, slow, steady rhythm that works for you. And seeing if you can keep that rhythm throughout today's practice. So spending a few more breaths, a few more moments, just finding a little bit of stillness, a little bit of release perhaps. And as we take our last exhale here, either keeping the eyes closed or perhaps gently fluttering the eyelids open, we're going to draw our knees in towards our chest and give yourself a big cuddle. Feels nice. And maybe that cuddle takes a little bit of movement, so rocking side to side. And we're massaging the lower back into the mat here. Good. And keeping the knees where they are, you're going to take your arms out towards the side. So if you've got loads of space, you can stretch them out. If we're limited on space, perhaps taking the arms into cactus, so 90 degrees here. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, filling up. And exhale, allow the knees to drop to one side. And we're thinking about keeping the shoulders and the shoulder blades pressing into the mat beneath us. So taking a twist through the spine, through the body. And on your next inhale, let's draw knees back in towards the chest. And then exhale, take them over to the other side. Again, thinking about our shoulders and shoulder blades pressing into the mat beneath us. And then coming all the way back to center. Okay, so we're going to do our first little bit of creating heat here. Okay, so we're going to take a nice deep inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to stretch arms and legs away from one another. So stretching everything out and then bringing everything in. Inhale, taking it away, really reaching toes and fingertips, and then squeezing in. 2 more here. Good. Squeezing away, holding here, and then bringing everything in. 1 more, you can do it. And bringing everything in. Well done. Taking just behind the knees, you're going to rock yourself forwards to seated. and then cross the legs. We're just going to walk ourselves forwards and find tabletop position. So bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, okay? On an inhale, dropping the belly and lifting through the chest here. Exhale, rounding through the spine as we tuck the tailbone under. Good. And again, inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding. Really nice, guys. 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly, scooping up. And exhale, rounding, pressing the shoulders up towards the sky. 1 more. And exhale, rounding here. Good, coming back to a neutral spine. So drawing the tummy button in. So we're going to slide our right leg back, okay? So having a little stretch through that hamstring. And maybe there's a little bit of movement here as we rock gently back and forwards, pressing into that heel, okay? Really nice. Taking 1 more breath here. And then we're going to really squeeze in through the core, in through our tummy, and then lift that back leg. Nice. So, option to keep the hand on the floor, or if you want to, you can float left fingertips up. Okay, so we're really kind of finding that length through the body, fingertips and heels stretching away from one another. Good job. Holding it for 1 more breath. And then floating everything all the way back down, coming into our tabletop position. And bringing it to the other side. So left heel floats back, toes are in contact with the mat. As we maybe again press into that heel, a little bit of movement here through the body, stretching out through the hamstring. Good job, guys. And then drawing in through the navel, through the tummy, we're going to lift that back leg up. Again, option to stay here or perhaps lifting opposite hand. So right fingertips are lifting and reaching away from the heel. Good. Breathing here nice and strong through the core. 1 more breath. And then gently bringing everything back down. Well done. So we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So tucking the back toes, lifting the sit bones up nice and high towards the ceiling. And maybe there's a nice big bend in the knee here. Maybe it feels nice to kind of pedal out through the heels. Or give your hips a little wiggle. Or perhaps we're feeling that tension in the head and the neck, so giving that a little shake and a nod. Whatever feels good right now. And then finding perhaps just a little bit of stillness. So pressing hands into the body, keeping that nice bend in the knee if that feels nice. And as we press the hands into the floor, we send the weight back towards those heels. Lengthening through the spine. Slowing that breath down. 1 more breath here. And then bending those knees, looking forward and tiptoeing our feet towards the hands. Good. Feet hip distance apart. Really nice big bend in the knees. And then slowly curling all the way up to stand. So your head is the last thing to arrive. Good, really nice, guys. We're going to take a couple of circles of the shoulders. So nice, big, juicy circles backwards. 1 more. Good. And on your next inhale, let's float fingertips all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take a forward fold. So nice big bend in those knees, diving down. Inhale, sliding hands up the shins, coming to a halfway lift, so a nice flat back here. And then exhale, coming down, stepping the feet back and holding here in high plank. So we're tucking that tailbone under, so not sticking our bottoms in the air. We're keeping the hands pressing into the floor, shoulders are pressing up towards the ceiling, holding for 1 more breath. Well done, guys. And then dropping the knees. Lowering the chest and the chin down. Inhale, coming to baby cobra. So squeezing and rolling those shoulder blades together. And then exhale, tucking the toes, coming back to our downward facing dog. So sit bones lifting all the way up. Taking a moment here. Good job. We're going to step our right leg forwards. So maybe just giving it a little helping hand, stepping it between the hands. On your next inhale, right fingertips sweeping up towards the sky. Good. So we're keeping the hips lifted here. And maybe just bringing a little smile on our faces. Good job. One more breath. And then bringing that right hand inside your right foot. So we're going to rotate or switch the twist. So this time left fingertips are coming up, floating the hand up, and then maybe thinking about your right hand just dusting on the mat. So our weight is really pressing into that right foot. We're supporting ourselves through the core. One more breath here. And then floating that left hand down, really nice. Hands frame the front foot, and we're coming into our first little challenge. So on your next inhale, we're going to draw right knee in towards the chest. So squeezing it in here, staying nice and strong through the hands, keeping them pressing firmly into the floor. Good, staying with it. One more breath, well done. And then stepping the foot back, dropping the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale forwards and up. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Well done, guys. So we're coming to the other side. So left foot steps forward this time. And again, maybe just giving it a little shimmy forwards. And then when you're ready, left hand lifts up towards the sky, keeping those hips lifted, opening through the chest, breathing here. One more breath. And then bringing left fingertips inside the left foot and switching or reversing that twist. So right fingertips lift up. This hand, the left hand, is just dusting the floor. So finding that strength through the left foot, through your tummy, through the core. One more breath. And then slowly bringing that hand all the way down, framing the front foot. Challenge 2. Lifting your left knee, squeezing it in. Staying nice and strong through the body. Breathing here. Well done. Keeping the hands really pressing into the floor beneath you. One more breath. You've got it. Shake, shake, shake. And then stepping back. Well done. Dropping the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale forwards and up. Exhale, tuck the toes and finding your downward facing dog. So having a moment here to perhaps slow the breath, to press reset. Good. And on your next exhale, let's bend those knees, look forward, stepping towards the hands. On an inhale, find that halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, float fingertips all the way up to the sky. And we're diving straight down. Let's go. Keeping that flow going. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin. Good. Inhale, squeezing through those shoulder blades. Exhale, tuck the toes, coming back into downward facing dog. So this time we're going to add on to our sequence, but we're going to use our left foot first. So on your next inhale, we're stepping the left foot forwards. And again, maybe just shuffling it forwards, helping yourself out. Inhale, left fingertips reaching up towards the sky, opening through that chest. One more breath here. And then exhale. Hand comes inside that left foot. We reverse the twist. Let's take right fingertips up and then think about just hovering those fingertips on the floor. Really light contact with the left hand and the mat. One more breath. Good job. We're going to plant our back foot. Press into our left foot and lift ourselves all the way up. Whew. Good. So we're coming into warrior 2. So maybe Adjusting the feet a little bit. Tucking that tailbone underneath, stretching fingertips away from one another, softening the shoulders here. On an inhale, we're going to lift up. Exhale, lowering down. And again, inhale, lifting up. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, really nice. On your next inhale, let's flip the hand and reverse. So your left fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. We might feel a little stretch through the side of the body here, keeping that knee bending and pressing away. One more breath, and then bringing forearm to thigh. Good. Reaching that backhand all the way up, so you're coming into your side angle. So two options here, either hand reaching directly up towards the sky, or perhaps just nudging it over closer to your head. So whatever feels best for you. Breathing here as you spiral through the trunk of the spine. One more breath. Really nice. Pressing into that left foot. We're going to come back into warrior two, and then cartwheel the hands down. Really nice. Challenge again. Here we go. Let's draw knee in towards chest. Squeezing in here. Holding. One more breath. Well done. Whew. And then step that foot back. Dropping the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale. Squeeze and roll those shoulders. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Really nice. So on your next inhale, let's step the other leg. Right leg steps forwards. Good, stepping it between the hands. Inhale, float right fingertips up towards the sky. Breathing here, opening through the chest. And then bringing hand inside the right foot. Let's switch that twist. So left fingertips reaching up, hovering or dusting the fingertips of the right hand, opening through the chest. Good, breathing here, one more breath. Great job, guys. Let's drop the back heel. Okay, pressing into that right foot, lifting up, coming into warrior two on the other side. Spending a moment perhaps just to adjust the feet, making it comfy and making that pose work for you, tucking the tailbone, shoulders down. On an inhale, we're lifting up. Exhale, bending through the front knee. Two more, inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, let's flip the hand and reverse. So reaching the hand up towards the sky, bending through that front knee. Breathing here. Good, really nice. Finding that length through the side of the body. One more breath here. And then bringing your forearm to your thigh. Coming into your side angle on the other side. So reaching the hand up towards the sky, or perhaps nudging it towards your head. Whatever works for you. Breathing here, keeping the feet pressing into the floor. One more breath. Good job, guys. Let's press and lift to warrior two. And then cartwheel the hands down. Coming into your final challenge. You've got this. Squeezing the knee up. Good, really nice. Holding it here, making sure we're breathing, very important. One more breath, good job. And then stepping it back, well done. Dropping the knees, inhale forwards and up. And this time as we tuck the toes, we're just gonna shift the weight back and find child's pose. So bringing the knees nice and wide, toes together, sitting the bum back onto the hips, and maybe bringing forehead to the mat. Maybe giving your hips a little wiggle from side to side, softening across the shoulders. So releasing here, and having a moment to perhaps slow that breath down. Good, taking one more breath. And then slowly, slowly, no rush, coming all the way up. You're going to sit your bottom down in whatever way is most comfortable for you. Bringing the soles of the feet to the mat and stretching the hands forwards. So we're going to curl ourselves all the way down. We're really thinking about each one of your vertebrae in your spine, kind of slowly going and pressing into the mat. So controlling that descent. Really nice. And coming back to that nice big cuddle that we started with. Giving yourself a little squeeze and saying, well done. And then from here, we're going to finish in the way that we started. So coming back into Shavasana, your final resting posture. So maybe popping a blanket over you, popping a big cushion under the knees. Again, maybe the soles of the feet come to the mat, dropping the knees towards one another. Whatever feels most comfortable for you right now. And again, I invite you to perhaps close the eyes or soften the gaze here. And just spending a few moments just allowing that breath to return to a normal, natural rhythm. And finding perhaps a moment of stillness, a moment of calm, as that positive energy swirls through the body. And then perhaps bringing a little bit of energy and life back into the body by wiggling the fingers, the toes. And perhaps we start to deepen the breath. And on your next inhale, floating the hands up above the head, away from the feet, as if you're stretching first thing in the morning. And let's sigh it out. And again, taking a nice deep inhale, filling up. Exhale, let it go. Drawing knees back in towards the chest and just curling over onto whatever side is most comfortable for you. And just spending a few moments here before slowly pressing into the hands, supporting yourself, coming up to a comfortable seated position. So maybe a nice big cushion under the hips, or if you have a block, great. We're going to bring the hands to the knees and close off or soften the gaze once more. We're going to take a nice deep inhale and exhale, let it go. Last time, inhale, filling up. Exhale, let it go. And then gently bringing hands to the heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking a little bit of time for yourself. I hope to see you on the mat again really soon.